Hello and welcome to Gamereactor Quick Look, the little review show where we take a look at all the little nice gadgets that the postman brings to us for some odd reason.
I thought it was Santa Claus.
We're not that close to Christmas.
He's red and anyway, yeah.
We're taking a look at another drone.
Yeah, the Hubsan X4.
Yes.
You might have seen other quick looks we've done, might have seen other drones. Parrot is doing a lot of them. This is an alternative. It's a lot cheaper. It's about £30 is what I found online.
And another thing that's different about this drone is it doesn't use your smartphone.
We'll see if we open it up. What's in the box? As you see, it's the same size, about the same size as the smaller of the Parrot drones, and charges the same way. There's a USB stick that you put in. It's sort of weird here where you have one stick. You can put this in and then it charges, and if you don't want to charge, you put them together and then it runs on battery.
Okay.
And there's a battery in it, just like you would expect. Take that out if you want to charge it, but you can actually leave it in and charge it like that as well. One thing that's really smart is there's like replacement
rotors. Yeah. That's a good idea.
Because the thing about these drones is you break them quite often, all the time. That's what happens to me. And as you mentioned, the different thing is there's a controller, which is sort of cool. I guess it's a little bit maybe better to control this way. There's no batteries in the package, so I brought it home and was ready to go.
Yeah,
and
batteries not included.
No, had to go find batteries. It's nice to hold this, but I mean, if you do that, that's cool, but I actually prefer doing it on a phone because it's an extra thing you need to bring.
Yeah, less stuff to carry.
And the thing about this is the cheaper alternative, and I think that's why it's a controller also, that it's more expensive to actually make an app that works that way. Where I feel like if I wanted to use a controller, I wanted it on the expensive version. Where
the bigger one.
Because I feel this doesn't control as well.
Okay.
But I think if you're wondering if you want one of these drones, it might be a good first choice, because it is pretty cheap. And it's, it's the same sort of fun. You can fly around outside, and with the amount of drones I've broken over the years, it's probably good to sort of test out if that's something you want to waste money on and all that.
This one does not come with a camera, right?
No, I haven't been able to find that, at least not as far as I know. It does have something where it glows in the dark or something, which is fun. But in the end, I think what it's about is you have a drone that's fun flying around with, flying near people, teasing them, trying that. And it does the job. As I said, I think it controls a little bit worse than the Parrots, but it's also way cheaper. So I think as a first choice, first test, it's pretty fun. You can see like the light on here if you do a close-up. So they will light up. I don't know. I think it needs to be dark for it to. No, they light up. Yeah.
Actually, let's see if we can get it to fly.
I don't know if I'm terrible at this, but my experience with these drones is usually the first thing that happens is it goes. So we might break a camera now. We'll see what happens. Turn this on. There's an on button. It's pretty simple. I'm sort of
simple.
I don't know. I think it's out of battery to actually fly. There's a lot of buttons on here, but it's pretty,
with the magic of editing.
Yeah, but it's pretty simple to
here.
actually to get it going. The first thing I did is just press the stick. It flies up, and as usual with two sticks, and it's pretty simple. But yeah, I think if you want a cheaper alternative, you want to test out if this is something for you, and it does glow in the dark, which I guess is fun. This might be a way to go.
Yeah. So a good starter choice.
I think if you're in doubt whether you want something, this is a good starter choice. If you're like, I want to get better quality, it's the usual thing. You spend more money, you get better quality. But as I said, I've broken a lot, so it's also you need to consider that. If you're giving this to a kid, maybe you want to not spend too much money on it. But yeah, it's a decent alternative, and if you prefer using a controller, that's also a thing. So yeah, that's the Hubsan X4 mini drone. Cut to it flying around the office, and thanks.